Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty: The Dark Side. Sadly, I have to revoice the whole episode because the microphone was off. So that's how it is some days. So we're trying to not get caught or eaten by the dragon, getting some magic runes. And there was the question why the episodes are of so different length. Well, that is easy to explain. I have a life, I have a son, I have a wife, I have a job, I have a house. And I have other hobbies as well. So, I cannot always give you 10-minute long episodes. Simply not possible, or 20 or whatever. The episode is as long as I have until I'm needed otherwise. So, we're on Monteville. That is the island where some vampires live. Well, one side is vampire, one side is humans, or kingdom, whatever you would call them. And there is a map. However, that is a lot of archmages and a lot of normal warriors. So let's better have a look around what else we can find, we can get for free. Remember, we're not into fighting. We're into getting everything we can without fighting, and reserve the fights for when we have all we need in items and skills. Because it would be a shame if, for example, we find an item where we need 50 fights to get it get it going, and then we don't have that 50 fights at our hands. Or if we don't have our skills up for the experience, or if we don't have the items that give you, for example, the alchemy set. Best example. In the alchemy set gives you one random rune every 10 battles. We don't have the alchemy set. We need the alchemy set. How do we get the alchemy set? Well, through questing and through visiting the islands and getting certain people to our installations. So, that is the idea. For example, the alchemy set, if I'm not mistaken, can be achieved by getting the mage from this island here. However, in order to get the mage from this island here, we would have to fight the healer lady here. And I think that will be hard to do at the moment. So let's have a look around on the island. There was question about the army composition. Is this the most effective army composition? Well, depends on your definition of... Oh, 2 runes. Depends on your definition of... Oh, let's read the text. And at the peasant, look who's here. Didn't see humans often and non-humans, but nowadays nobody wanders through here at all. My name is Annette, and who are you? I'm Neoli the Demoness. And why are you sad? I'm not sad, well, maybe a little. I have a wedding soon, and I will marry the best person in the world. He's so wonderful, so splendid, and he loves me so much that he makes me wonder why such happiness should be mine. You should feel joyful. I think she is. I'm trying to feel joyful, but sometimes I can't, because Martin is the commander of the Royal Archers at the mountain outpost located in the pass near the border of the land of the undead. He risks his life every day, and I never see him at all. Anything could happen to him, while those creepy undead creatures, zombies and vampires are everywhere. When I think about it, I immediately want to weep. See, she secretly wipes off a tear. Don't be sad, everything will be fine. This peasant woman looks truly happy. Amazing, but those in love are often the happiest people in the world. And just what we're looking for. I believe you're right, Willie. But it would be best to grab her when she's completely happy, so that her aura of joy can penetrate the adamant screen. That would help our cause greatly. Right now she's a little worried about her fiancé. She's waiting for him anxious. We should need to calm her down and reassure her so that she becomes absolutely happy. However, the king's best shooter would believe you when he sees an enemy face. To persuade him, you should bring him a gift of his betrothed, or even a letter. Is that you again? What do you want? Do you want... we should deliver a letter. My Uncle Smith doesn't allow me to communicate with non-humans. I'm not going to give you any letter. It will be a different matter if my uncle permitted. I only have him left. I don't known my parents since I was a child. My brother was dragged away by vampires, and my father went missing in the war with the demons. That's why I obey my uncle in everything and argue with him. And never argue with him. The uncle is the smithy, and this guy hates us for sure. I'm poor Forgeron, the smith. Who are you, non-human? You know what, nearly of Demoness? You better leave Montevo as soon as you can. Dark creatures are not welcome here. And I am an old soldier. I fought in the Battle of Red Rock. The only way I know to speak to non-humans is in the language of sharp steel. What do you sell? Maybe he's selling, but he's not. He totally does not like us. That's how it is. Yeah, he hates us. Pretty much to the core. And she's not talking to us anymore. Oh, rune. Very nice, very nice. Crystals, very nice. Should be a little bit careful about that guy. The boots, the jack boots. They're perfect because they give you 10% more gold, and that is golden, so to speak. I'm Henry Marie Raymond, the local painter. I paint ceremonial portraits, battle pieces, and insigns. Alas, there's no demand for other types of paintings in our neck of the woods. I'm delighted to meet such a beautiful lady. I'm happy. I always dreamed of meeting a real Demoness. Are you in business? Would be happy to paint your portrait or paint someone else's portrait by following verbal description. They say I managed to achieve a remarkable resemblance. Have you any spare paints? Because we need that for the Orc quest, the Orc Islands. Artists never have paint to spare, but if you want paint something, I'm willing to share my whites with you. White zinc is the cheapest paint in Natana, and I bought over 30 years' supply when the opportunity came up. Here you are. Excellent. Okay, he's not talking anymore. So wondering about this. Oh, no, I missed it. Ah, damn it. I'm getting old. This island is a little bit bigger. Up there is the fortress. Non-humans are strictly prohibited from entering the castle by the order of the king. Judging by what I saw, you cannot pass by force, not when the guards are so numerous. I think we should use up some trick to let you in. Well, we'll come to that in a bit. Seems like you can get to there, but you cannot. You have to use... that is the only way up, so you can not outmaneuver the bear that easily. We're trying to get on the other side. Looking for even more treasure. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing anywhere. That is the scale armor. That is pretty good because 20% physical damage resistance if you are in possession of all the parts and if you're all wearing them. That could be a little bit hard to obtain, but such as it is. Let's see what we can do here. Children are crying outside. I thought I missed something, but apparently I have not. Okay, so let's move on. There is the healer lady. We'll fight her later. Just we're looking what she's selling, but she's not selling anything we need. We don't need the spider axe, and we don't need the snake eggs. We just need to get rid of this little birdie. To come back for the question of the troop, every type or every trooper in this army has his value. The Archdemon gives us speed. He gives the volcano that will distract the enemy. He can summon troops that we can sacrifice with the blood priestesses, and he can do AoE damage with his rain of fire attack. And he's a pretty good fighter, and he's mobile. He can get every treasure chest we want on the battlefield, and the Archdemon is the fastest unit in the game as far as I know. So the Archdemon is good. A lot better in my eyes than he was in the what was it called? Crossworlds and Warriors of the North. Then we have the normal demons. They do always retaliate. They are fast when they use their special abilities. They can call in troops by themselves. By summoning demons. They're hard-hitting. They're good damage-taking. There are good frontline units. My name is Julia. I'm a circus actress. And who are you? She looks a little bit like an automaton when you look at the face, but that's because of the paint. That is definitely a human, a beautiful one, by the way. I think she's one of the ladies that you can enslave with the orc, I guess. Now look who's that. You wouldn't know. His name is Kalle Plumquist, which is the name of a German fictional detective. By the age of, I think he's 8 or 10 or something like that. He's a child. So it's a novel for childs. That is another map that is not that well defended because there are a lot of peasants. And peasants can be easily controlled by our rage ability, Demoness rage ability, so that they fight their own people. And that can be really, really useful. We trick this snake because we need more mana. And that is +5. Excellent! Some additional crystals, which is always welcome. We have 14, so we can increase distortion magic if need be. And we do, because that makes our traps even more effective. And that should not be underestimated. And not enough for that, sadly. We're down 4 runes. We're 1 rune to diversions, which I also like a lot. We should go to Unity, but we're missing red runes in scores for that. Because that takes a lot more. The Rage Loss stuff is cool, and the Action Rage is also pretty cool, because the Demoness ability has a cooldown of 4, and with the Action Rage ability has a cooldown of 3, and it has a duration of 3, so you can have it always active if you use that skill. Well, depending that you're not upgrading it to become it more expensive. Baron de Ponton's castle. Look at that. Not even that hard. He's just not that high in level. His army is relatively big. And this mounted guys are not that hard, obviously. Carlo Cinicelli, the circus actor. Welcome to Carlo Cinicelli's traveling circus. My name is Maestro Carlo oh God, as you might have already guessed, there will be no performance today since our elephant is sick. He's been sneezing 2 days in a row now. Besides, I need to repair my props. So much to do, so much to do. Circus is joy and fun, you ignorant creature. We are 3 circus actors wandering around the world to entertain people. We offer excellent program too. The Elephant vs. Whale show, Valium 3 Mann hoch, which is German for 3 men high, and all other sorts of tricks. My daughter, sweet Julia, does tightrope, walking, equilibrium, and pantomime. And of course, the entry and headstand and act the ringmasters, of course. He does that, okay. Sounds interesting, but I don't understand anything. Well, not that much, though. That's not it. On Wednesday, we do classical comedies and tragedies. I play 5 characters, but no one in the audience know that. All because I'm the great Cinicelli, and my toupee is the best in all Natana, whatever others might say. Is that so? The thing is, I can transform into other characters, immersing myself in the role completely. It takes my genius for acting, you see, plus years of experience. On top of all of it, I'm an excellent makeup artist. Can't believe that. Well, take a look. Right now I'm playing the character of Irene Richard from the great classical play, The Legend. It's the work of a genius. They don't write them anymore. This should be present day is nothing but toughless copies. Are they referring to the game itself? Because, as he says, The Legend, that is a character from King's Bounty, The Legend. As you can see, in addition to makeup, it's very important to find suitable pieces to tow your hair and beard. Not real art can be done without good tow. So cool that they say, should he present day stuff is nothing but toughless copies. So are they referring to this game as well? Now I'm portraying Lou Clisson. That is the merchant from Crossworlds, and he is also there in The Legend. That guy is really an evil trader. He will sell you out for nothing. Pay special attention to the hat. It helps create the image. Without the hat, Mike Clisson wouldn't be himself. And to achieve full dramatic transformation, an authentic costume is required. Finally, my best character, Gerda, the female dwarf from the famous play. Don't we all agree that I just look like a real dwarf? Take a look at my red braids. The wig is a work of art. The wig maker used horsehair instead of ewe to tow. Do you like it? It's amazing. It is. Sorry, but that's impossible. We wanted the ability to do that. The character of the circus actors and theater workers charter of the they do not allow it. I have an idea. We should pretend to be someone else so that the guard would let us into the castle. To disguise yourself as a foreign ambassador, you will like to be allowed inside. The diplomatic protocol will work in our favor. You're too tall for a dwarf, so an elf is the only option. You'll become the elven ambassador, nearly. You look like an elf. You're going to need an appropriate makeup and elven suit. You should ask robbers and smugglers for the suit. They deal with all sorts of things. Can you teach me this art of yours? No way, it's out of the question. I'll do that. I get myself expelled from the Circus Actors and Theater Workers Trade Guild. So he's not helping. But maybe his daughter is. Greetings, Nearly. You need makeup. I would have never thought to be interested in theatrical arts. I'm very glad you have taken interest in theater. Well, I do think that we have a big problem, that it wouldn't be a big problem for me to pitch some makeup from my daddy's dressing room. Here, have your makeup. Repay you? You're so funny. I helped you without expecting to be paid. It wasn't all that difficult for me to fulfill your request. You say funny things. My life is as good as it gets. I don't need anything from you in return. Thanks, that's enough. And we ask about her dream. I've dreamed a castle in the clouds. Since I was a child, I'm dreaming for marrying a real prince. Of course, I understand that's impossible. Well, with your physique, it's not. What would happen to be an acquaintance of such a suitable prince? No, we're not. Very funny. You always make me laugh. I will be waiting for news about the prince, and I wish you good favor. Well, we'll see about that. We could go down here. It will bring us down into the pathway to the other side. So that would basically bring us to the side where our ship is. Now we don't want to destroy, we just want to use it. So we have done that already, so we only need the dress to get things going. Here is the quest. Sneak into the king's castle. So we didn't take all the spider's eggs here, but that can wait at this point. It's not that necessary to get after all that. And we're on the undead side again. Hooray! Not that much to do here. We could try to get up the way and get into the castles, but at the moment that would not be wise. Because depending on who we speak to first, the other one will more or less hate us, or will have to fight one or the other, because there are two lords of the undead that fight each other, and you'll basically be caught in the middle. So we take our ship, take a trip around the island, and try to find some additional goodies. Remember, we need 500,000 gold or 500k in gold just to get the achievement. And that will be hard because we have to buy some stuff on the way. We already bought troops. We might need to buy some items. And the treasure chests here are not that rewarding, I would say. Not enough. And, even though we have the 60% bonus from our skill to gold we find. And we have the 10% bonus from the pirates. So we in total get 70% additional gold. And it's still not enough. That's how tough it is. That is how tough it is these days. There is an island we have not been to. Let's get around and try to see what there is for us. Already see a treasure chest. I see a flag, a banner, so to speak, to increase leadership, which is excellent. 3,700 and something gold. That is not enough to make me happy. 40 leadership is, yeah, it's okay. I mean, 40 here, 40 there, 10 times 400. That's pretty good. To be a little bit careful with that guy because we don't want to get in a fight, and we cannot get close enough to land where we want. However, this is okay. 6,000 and an additional treasure chest with 4,000, so over 10,000 gold coins here at this point. Excellent. And we're on our way again. Could be worse, could be worse. Now, I have the assumption that on the side where this plant is patrolling, there could be a treasure, because there was none on the other side. And so I think that there might be something extra for us in there. So we have to wait for this plant to get to the side and then jump in or jump out of the boat over the fence, grab whatever is there and then make a run for it and hope that we can leave in time. This will, however, be not that easy. Because this plant is very good at protecting or waiting. We look at the forces. We can get some additional forces. But not that many. I mean, 2 more Demonesses, 5 more Priestesses, and I think 2 more Demologists. But it could make a difference in the end. But let's wait until we have cleared the next island. Oh boy, that guy was fast. Sometimes, even though they're not touching you, they're able to reach you. And bite you while you get into the ship. Yeah, that's a bit dangerous. That thing is angry. And even though we might win a fight, again, we're not here for fighting at this point. We're here to get all the stuff. This will be a longer episode, by the way, because I had time. And as I'm re-recording the voice over for this, you can guess that I had 2 times in a row a long time. But that was luck. Absolutely not usual, because I normally don't have that much time. So I could use this time to sleep or, recover. I decided to give this time to you and re-record it. Okay. Come on, some more treasure, please. There is Kalle Plumquist, the guy that hunts the smuggler. We will fight him soon enough. There is another treasure chest for us, which is excellent. Thank you, sir. Let's have a look around. Okay. It's time to go to Inselberg. Even though it's 15 hours away and we could have teleported, we didn't teleport. Because when we teleport to Inselberg, we cannot teleport to Inselberg because we have not been there yet. I believe that we can find the components required to create the weapon of vengeance here, some of the best of the best. Plus the best orc saboteur agent has been relocated here to Inselberg. You've got to contact him. Look at the hiding place disguised as an old tree stump. There should be a note there. Yes, there should. And there is Marie Curie here. That is the scientist that we can get our hands on. But remember, main mission here at the moment is getting all the chests. Trying to get enough money together to get the achievement. He's selling the Sign of Rage, which is good. And there is Severus, the teacher. I can't believe it, the Demoness is visiting us. We haven't had Servants of the Dark in Inselbot for so long that I'm starting to forget how they look. My name is Severus. I'm the teacher and chief manager of this wonderful installation. What installation is that? He looks like Severus Snape from Harry Potter, and I think that's no coincidence. This is a Royal Naval School. Boys from good families study for years to become cadets of the Royal Navy, and her Queen, Majesty Queen Elsa. If she starts singing Let It Go, I will shoot her. May I ask what your business is here? Well, he might ask, but he's not really reacting to us. Well, perhaps that is my imagination. No one here, and that is Gossip. Welcome to Gossip's Port Tavern. My name is Otgar Principalis, but the locals usually call me Gossip. You see, I always keep track of all the news. Who are you and where you come from? I'm nearly from faraway lands. Okay. What has brought you to my tavern? I suppose you haven't heard about the news about a certain damsel in from Portland. Rumor that she's the most beautiful lady in the whole Netana. They say no man can take his eyes off her. What a lovely face and shapely body, and those eyes, oh my. You won't believe the stories they've been telling her. I've already heard them all. From 7 adventurers who once met her. Too bad I'm not going to Portland. Well, I guess the happiest person is the damsel's husband. From your standpoint, okay. What You want the local news nearly. Under royal decree, it's forbidden to inform non-humans of anything going on at our glorious Inselburg. For friends, I could make an exception. Well, welcome. Nearly the dumb commoners hate me for my relentless pursuit of the truth. One of them beat me up for no reason after I spread the news of his adventures. Now that really hurt my feelings. The man was Hotzenplotz, the local robber. Ferocious. I've got another request for you. Could you verify a certain rumor? They say our local scientist Marie Curie has a coffee grinder powered by a water wheel. They even said she had a darn built for that purpose. Sounds unrealistic, so we have to check it out. Okay. Maybe that was too quick. Okay, not that much going on. There is another treasure chest, another map, but we better be careful here. Oh, assassins and robbers. This could end badly. Both the assassins normally follow you for a very, very long time. And there is, I think that is Hotzenplotz himself. Räuber Hotzenplotz, which is a German novel figure, just like Kalle Blomqvist. He's armed with 7 knives, 2 pistols, or 1 pistol, and a pepper gun. So, blunderbuss, you would say. My son loves him. He's 7 years old. And, well, he's not really an evil fellow. He becomes a good guy in the end. Now, this is a very tricky part here, because there is a big chest in the field. You can also see there is a treasure map. A map of the islands. But if you go on land here, that little plant there will immediately react. And he's pretty hard to outmaneuver because there's so little space. And 88,000 gold, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's a lot. It's not that easy to get out of this field because it's very narrow, and when you click it wrong, your character will get stuck, and then the plant will bite you in the butt. That is how it is. Wasn't sure if there was a way in, but so I tested it. How? Well, I simply try to attract the plant and see if he can get through, because if he can get through, I can get through. At least theoretically, that is. The trick is to lure him away, because I really want that banner for additional leadership. Banners are good. Good plant, come to puppy. Excellent there. And we get through no problem, but when it comes to getting back, it's really hard because I'm clicking, but he's not moving. She's not moving, but now we're in. Oh, that was close. So there you see the water wheel that works the coffee grinder. And she's a real scientist. Without that, she's not working. There is Hotzenplotz. Level 10. Nice army, though. Bit of a weird mix. A lot of units. Not particularly many of any type, but, yeah, a lot of them. A lot of diversity. So, there we'll go in. Have a look. Because we always want everything that we can get our hands on. Again, a little plant in the way, but we'll get it done. Additional coin. Welcome. 600 and 1,700 and something. And yeah, no good items for us. Just some orky items, orky apples to get adrenaline. Yeah, not that useful for us. Oh, that is closed, so let's go the other way around. Man, did I have time that day. Well, you have the benefit of watching this in parts if you want. 3,000, that could have been more. I think we need the flying equivalent to get to that bonus, +1. Or we find a way to jump in there, but I think that will be rather hard to find. Looking for more undefended treasures. I'm a little bit careful about that firefly. Don't want to get caught. First see if we can get something without getting mangled. That is the smuggler. That is a devilfish. See if there is any treasure. Nope, sir, no treasure. Maybe on the other side. You'll never know. Yeah, my chair is old. But I love my gaming chair. It's not really a gaming chair. It's just a very noisy chair, but I love it. So 3,145. We could go from board here, but first check everything out. That's more important at this point. Guards, whatever. A mite rune, very, very welcome. Beautiful, beautiful. And there is the swamp. We'll need that swamp later for Marie Curie's quest. Yeah, too close to the shore. Let's have a look, because then you will have to collect these frogs. But first you have to fight the coffee grinder, and we normally don't fight in the beginning, or I normally don't fight at the beginning. Depends on what you're into. Oh, look at that, their soldiers are coming. Don't want to get caught. See if there is any additional treasure here. No way in here. Let's get around. There is the tree stump, but it's protected by the pirate, so we'll better be careful. And there is, of course, the robber patrolling. We don't want any trouble with this guy. And we should do more teleporting, because teleporting saves time. It only costs 1,000 gold, and in the end, the high score will be determined by the time you need. So if we really want to play for a maximum points, we should not use the boat for traveling between islands at all. Unless we do it for the initial traveling, which is theoretically not even necessary here, because we could, I say we could, go to Inselberg without using the ship. From the teleporter from Helvetia. The problem is, if you do that, you will end up in close combat with a knight, and you cannot prevent that from happening, because the guy is standing directly at the point where you will be teleported to, and he's not moving. Oh boy, do we need a lot of chests to get that one on. I mean, even if we get all the chests in the world, that will be beyond our capabilities. We need a lot more islands to get that thing on the road. Okay, Priests of Light. Remember, we have to kill a lot of Priests of Lights. And this thing here, by the way, has a golden coin over it. So that means that thing sells stuff. Maybe they have something we absolutely want. Wouldn't that be great? And they have. They have the tournament helmet. Now, hear me out. I know it's for swordsmen, guardsmen, horsemen, paladins, and knights, and 20% less. But the point is, it has 3 defense and 400 leadership, and our helmet sucks. So while there are better helmets, yes, there are. For example, the Minus helmet. This is a good helmet nonetheless, and having 400 more leadership, and with the sword that we use, it's for demons, 440 more leadership, that will make quite a difference. So yes, although it's 23,000 gold coins, I'm going to buy it. And I'm not going to regret that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Look at that. And now we can have 3 archdemons. 20 demologists, so 4 more. So that was really worth it. We can now use the plot priestesses to their full effect and still get everything we need. Oh, there is a treasure. How could I have missed that treasure chest? 4,080. Well, it is not a lot compared to what we just lost, but yeah. Ooh, snakes, pirates. This looks like a place where you can get off the ship. It really, really does, but you cannot. Well, you could, but you cannot get where you want to, and that is no help for us. I really assume, I mean, maybe you can if you drive a little bit closer and then to the side. Maybe then you can get on the island, but there will be still the vampire to deal with, and that's a hard number. You can actually land here if the snake goes away. You could land here. Not landing here, that would be a bad idea. We can go on land here, drawing the attention of the snake. But it would more sense to go around here and just see if we can get something out of the ground. Woohoo! Get some extra gold. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing anywhere. Spider! Snake! Snake! Snakes! Run! 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 We've made it. Yeah, I know I shouldn't panic. Panic never helped anyone. Landing there doesn't make no sense because that's where the snake's going. And outmaneuvering the snakes just for two of them, just for a banner is... It is a normal banner, so it would be 30 to 40 leadership because the banner color tells you how much you get in depend on the island you're in. And this island, I think it was a blue banner, would be 40 about that. My name is Robert Chambers. To what do I own this honor? See, my business requires me to stay away from the city. No, so loud. Trees have ears too. Yeah, he's a smuggler, and he gives us packages for Blasco in Portland and Father Stemmer's buddy in Gallendrim. We're still here. It's a pleasure to talk, and we have something for him. And he's selling only the snake ring, which doesn't help us that much. The snake ring is not our favorite. You can upgrade it, yes, but it will not help us that much. Yeah, we could get the tree stump, but that's not going to help us that much at this point. So, take a drive around, because there is still a lot to do here. We could try to get Marie Curie quest, fight the coffee grinder, and then get her to the base. However, to reach her is a little bit hard because she's protected. There is a plant protecting her. Laboratory. A red plant. The archer. Well, the yellow ones are archers and the red ones are archers, but the red ones are the level 4 or 5, and the yellow shooters are level 1 plants. If you have the Crown of Thorns, it might work a bit, but yeah, not that sure if it's really that well working. So, we have all the items. We must be prepared to fight, because sometimes things go wrong and then you will be in some big kahuna if you don't play your cards right. So I say we go for rage control to get more rage on the road, and we should go action state rage because we're using that anyway. We don't want to teleport. We want to see into the rage abilities. And this is 4 turns jealousy, and now it will be 3 turns. That means there is no hindrance for us to use it every turn. That's the reason while taking that would be beneficial to us. Here you see rest 3 exist, rest 4 exist 3, and now we take that and it will go to exist 3, cooldown 3, or rest 3, so we can make it a permanent thing. And that's pretty good because that means we can keep one enemy unit locked in a place, not leaving the place but defending the place and stabbing his own people into the back. We would take rage gasp. The problem is I think we need the trap thing or the learning thing before that. Okay, we have to wait until the soldier is out of the sight, because if we don't, this will not end well for us, because then we'll be squashed between the red plant and the soldier, and we get sandwiched, and getting sandwiched is, I would not say never a good thing, but rarely. It depends on who the other two slices of the sandwich are. I mean, I'm not Soren from... what does my son watch? Prince of the Dragon. That says 3 parts bread is a bread sandwich. Oh boy. So, nearly get bit in the butt, but we're on the way. Enough room to maneuver, hopefully, to get out of there again unharmed. Yes, we want to go into the house. And there is Marie Curie's home. And yeah, why not get some bonuses? +1 intellect increases the trap damage as well. Everything that increases trap damage is welcome. And that is Marie Curie. My name is Marie Curie. I'm a scientist. Right now I have a headache since I've developed my usual... since I'm deprived of my usual morning coffee since my coffee grinder broke down. The device is infested with some kind of disgusting creatures that prevent it from functioning properly. Marie Curie was the Nobel Prize winner for radiation detection or existence, so to speak. And I want a coffee. Is it true that your coffee grinder is driven? Of course how it works. You must admit it would be strange if my coffee grinder didn't work when I had a functional drive wheel. Would it only mean those nasty gremlins got into my coffee grinder again and broke it? So, we'll see each other again here and decide what to do. Fight Marie Curie or the coffee grinder. Well, not fight her, but the coffee grinder, or go for more maps.